All right, everybody. We are all ready for Wally's All Runes run. I had the sound on, so I started hearing myself. We are ready to start Wally's run, so I'm going to kick it on over to him, and yeah, enjoy this.
Why, thank you. I look forward to playing your favorite Spyro game, Hum.
Thank you, my son. Take care.
So, it's me. This is the last thing I'll be doing today. After this, I will have a very long break, and I will not be in your head anymore, or in your heads anymore. So you'll just have to put up with me for another just over 20 minutes, hopefully. And I will get this started immediately. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And welcome to Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. This is all runes, a miscellaneous category. This game doesn't really have a lot of miscellaneous categories, but well, at least miscellaneous categories that have been thought up and done, namely by me. The only two being this one, all runes, and all gems. So all runes is just grabbing all of the runes and handing them in. The main part of this run is going to be focusing on getting dragonflies over anything else. Purely because the furthest we need to go in this game is Cloud 9. Now already the run is off to a good start. We picked up our first rune. It's the Bubble Breath rune. And this will help us catch dragonflies. So this is the first game to feature to fully implement and feature multiple breaths. Spyro 3 has a ice breath of sorts, but outside of that, there was not really any implementation. But in this game, there are 4 different breath types. We've got the flame breath, we have the bubble breath, the electric breath, and the ice breath. We start off automatically with just the flame breath, which can be used for killing enemies, breaking open baskets, and also doing these. This is the flame challenge. So going through that gate, there are 8 scarecrows on the map. We just have to get rid of them. During this minigame, we will be using the bubble breath to pick up coons, just to be more efficient. And as soon as this flame challenge is done, we will get another dragonfly. The bubble breath is pretty much only used for collecting dragonflies, like I just did there. And then the electric breath is used for defeating enemies, breaking open baskets, same old stuff as the flame breath. But it can also activate electric diodes, as well as take on certain enemy types. And in order to get the electric breath, we need to find the electric breath rune, which will be in this level, Dragonfly Dojo.
Ouch.
We're going to be doing this level a bit, in a bit of a weird way. We're actually going to be going through this level backwards. And in order to do this level backwards, we are going to need to do something called lag clipping. So this game wasn't very well optimized. Hell, it could be questioned that it's optimized at all. And because of that, we can do certain things to purposely lag the game out. And by lagging the game out, certain stuff like gates can actually be completely bypassed. And now, here we are at the end of the level. The reason why we're going backwards for this level is, one, there is a moneybags halfway through this level that impedes our progress going the normal way. And 2, we don't really want to be dealing with the cutscenes from freeing the dragons trapped in ice. Now there was a bit of a movement tech there, which is usually called double jump. It's more of a jump hover. So in order to do like the jumps to the kites, you need to do a full jump into a very quick glide hover. So in Spyro 1, 2, not Spyro 1, but Spyro 2 and 3, hover height is determined by the length of your glide. That is completely missing in this game. Hovers will give you the same height no matter what. And that height is pretty massive.
Hey, it's gone!
So usually these kites would actually be this game's only intended backtrack. Okay, and you would usually backtrack once you have ice breath to freeze the baby dragons, and also sorry. You need the ice breath to freeze the baby dragons in order to use them to get up to the kites. And that is the only backtrack that this game has. How many dragonflies do I need? I need 25 because I need to get to Cloud 9. And as Hummel says, bubble breath in this game isn't as easy as I'm making it out to look. There's a lot of setups for a lot of these dragonflies, which make them basically consistent. But if you're playing this normally, they can be very, very annoying to capture or to catch.
Hey, it's shellac!
Yeah, pretty much all of the awkward dragonflies have setups. And even then, we can just glide, and even then we can just do gliding strats, which makes the bubble breath even a lot more consistent. So now that we have the electric breath rune, we will hand that in to get our electric breath. And pretty much from here, we're just going to be using electric and bubble. Electric does everything that flame does, only with better range and also better consistency. The only real thing that electric breath can't do that flame can is the lag clipping. That was a nice glide.
Hey, it's Kanichi!
That was a nice bonk. Shoutouts to Youch. So something that I will be doing to a few NPCs is electrocuting them, or at least breathing them. This activates them a little bit quicker, and because of that we can save time getting into levels and grabbing dragonflies. So we're now in Crop Circle. Oh. So unfortunately I can't actually use like the setup that every other category has, but it's still good.
Hey, it's Akira! Ouch!
And now from here, we're actually going to do a lag clip to the end of the level once again. Lag clip through this door, hit these fireworks to release the cows. And for doing that, we talk to this farmer twice, and we can now grab another dragonfly whilst that enemy attacks us.
Hey, it's Fiona!
Okay. So we've got a fireball minigame here, just eight scarecrows appear on the level, hitting them all with the fireball in as timely fashion as you possibly can. This gets another dragonfly. Then from here we're going to go through the level backwards once again.
Hey, it's Tested!
And later on in this level, and well actually pretty soon, we're also going to witness a little bit of a... No, never mind. The chunk loaded perfectly. Usually this chunk doesn't actually load correctly. So you can actually just see a skybox and a whole bunch of floating gems. But coming up real soon, we are going to do a different type of clip. So lag clipping is definitely more common, but you can also head bash clip through certain floors and stuff. So we can do that to get up to Laurent.
Hey, it's Laurent!
Now, this might not be the best route for this category, but I purely just wanted to show off this minigame. Mostly because in the Noli Ripto run, I don't think we're going to be seeing any minigames. So at least we get to show off this one, even though this one is pretty short. So we're going to glide to that platform, head bash flip into this platform, electrocute the center, and it's done. That was a challenge.
Hey, it's Rickshaw!
So that was your minigame showcase of Spyrothon 7. I hope you enjoyed it. Spyrothon's legs don't work. Spyrothons? Just Spyros. Do-do-do-do. Here, level loading issues.
Hey, it's Mitnick!
That was fun. Loading, please wait. So now with Crop Circle Country out of the way, we're going to head into the Electric Challenge. So 8 diodes appeared around the map. Get those, you get a Dragonfly. Just like with the Flame Challenge, we're grabbing a Dragonfly during this. Efficiency. We're going to use the electric breath to sort of electrocute the hay bales that actually electrocutes the diodes on top of them, because a general rule of thumb for this game, if there's a hitbox, it extends down. Some of them extend down pretty hilariously. Some of them are a little bit more tame, but they extend down. And just like that, we get Alex. So shout out to Alex Dest. They already got a shout out, but shout out to Alex Dest.
Hey, it's Alex.
And just like that, we can now go straight into Wow Island. So now we're into Wow Island. This is the last level where we need to grab dragonflies. First up is Gary. So unfortunately this doesn't really have a setup in this category. It sort of has to happen.
Hey, it's Gary.
So the way to progress through this level is by hitting buttons. And there we just picked up the rune for the wing shield. That is not something you really do, like, in any category that isn't 100% no dupes. Also, we're going to do a different type of clip. We're going to get pushed through the gate by an enemy.
Hey, it's Socrates.
Just for my own sanity, we're also going to get this button just in case I fail a strat. So there's a fireball here where you have to hit 4 targets to raise 2 platforms. However, we're going to try and just skip that entire part by grabbing Homer early. Now there is another button that we're supposed to hit for this gate, however we don't actually have that. So we have to actually talk to this guy, and he's got to give us this really long cutscene. But this ends up being just slightly faster. So we just let it clip through. Yeah, I sort of lag clipped through him as well, just for style. Over to this island to get to Daisy.
Hey, it's Daisy.
And continue through the level. Hit this last button to release the last pig, and he will give us a dragonfly. This is Dill. He's decided to make an appearance today. That one usually disappears. And then over here we got Scuttlebutt.
Hey, it's Scuttlebutt.
Need to take the flame breath purely because we need it just to hit this cannon. Come over here and pick up Plato. From there we can now warp back to the Dragon Realms, as we now have enough dragonflies for Cloud 9. We hand in the wing shield. I guess if we have time, I guess I could just do Ripto as well. I could fight Ripto. I think it's looking like I'm gonna have time. I don't know why I went the long way here. Talk to the bear. We can go straight into Cloud 9. This isn't going to be a very long visit. We just go down this ramp and you will see this is the ice room. You pick up the ice room, you leave the level. I mean, I can just fight Ripto after I'm done with this run. After I hand in the ice rune, that will be time for all runes, and then I can just go and fight Ripto. Just to show off the skip into Ripto. And it adds a bit more closure to this run. So coming out of Cloud 9, we just need to hand in this ice rune, and this will be timing for this one. Done. And that is time for all runes. Well, I could either fight Ripto now, or I just reset the game again and I can just do any percent very quickly. But that was all runes. Nice little quick category, and just to have us just to have a little bit more closure to it, I will do Ripto skip. Just to show off how broken this game is, this contains the final boss, and you can just skip straight into the final boss. I missed! No! Well, never mind. But you can just clip through the floor and get into the final boss that way. But I missed. Hold on, oh, I died. Never mind, we're good. We're good.
That was even better.
Oh. This is why I don't do any percent, by the way. There we go. Through the floor into the final boss. So this final boss, you just flame the ice wall a whole lot. Make sure you get pushed by Ripto a lot, just to be faster. Because you just want to damage Ripto as soon as possible. There is a bit of risk when it comes to fighting him fast, because he can actually just completely soft lock if you damage him like too early. And then a little tip for any percent runs and any other run, do the jump whilst doing the last hit on Ripto. That will do the camera transition faster, and that is the timing that we do for all the categories that fight Ripto. But
GG.
that
Good
is
stuff,
the Ripto
Wally.
fight. And that has been me for today/tonight.
Will we
I hope
see
I
you
haven't been
tomorrow?
too
Yeah,
much.
we will.
Yeah, you will see me for like 12 minutes.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wally. You have a good rest of your night.
I will try. But we will be handing this over to another Enter the Dragonfly run by a pretty new runner, actually. All things considered, he only really recently started doing proper runs. That is First Maple. And
Yes,
he
indeed.
will be accompanied by another sort of recent ETD runner, aka my competition.
Nice.
But thanks for having me.
Yeah. Take
Have a good
care.
night, all.
All right, everybody. That was Yes Wally 1 with some run. What the heck? Why did I just blank on what it was? Can't be doing Wally like that. Enter the Dragonfly, all runes, which was kind of like a little bit of a teaser for sort of what we're going to be seeing in some ways for this run coming up here. Enter the Dragonfly, any percent no early Ripto with dupes by First Maple with commentary by Joe. So this is going to be, if you liked some of how broken this game is, you're going to see just more of it in this, and I'm super excited to see it and see how the application of dupes work into the category, because I've heard about them but I haven't seen them personally. So I think it'll be interesting to kind of cut away some of the more tedious dragonflies in there. I believe that's what's going to happen. So it'd be really cool to just see the game sped up and just cut down into more movement heavy sections and glitch heavy sections of the run. So we will be doing that pretty soon. We're just going to give them a little bit of time to set up, and then we will be starting with that shortly.